Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Bill, and I'm back with another recap. So today we're going to be going over June 4th's fair value gap scanner pings, and yeah, today was a pretty good day overall. In the market for me, I actually ended up negative today, as I did yesterday as well. Um, just overall, just haven't been trading too well over the last 2 days. In my express count too, unfortunately, the price action is like not ideal for me. So still learning to get better in this type of market. So hopefully tomorrow's better, but we're gonna go over what we got today. So first fair value gap came in at 845. We got a short call, which was actually I actually have the wrong fair value gap drawn. It was this one. This one here down to here, we'll say. So this one, I was actually in this trade, and if you remember from a couple days ago, we had a similar fair value gap where we did get some full closures out, but we were at the top of a range, and in this theory or in this setup, typically we would take an inverse here, right? We are inversing this fair value gap. But I remembered from a couple days ago we had this same setup, and it actually respected the fair value gap, even though it called for a reversal in theory, and that happened at open as well. So I was actually in this trade, and I was holding it basically just waiting for a full close above the high instead of a fair value gap, full close of the fair value gap. So I was in this trade, and then yep, then we had news at 9. And for some reason, I didn't take any profits here. I should have taken some profits here, and then had the rest of the profits down here. But for some reason, I didn't. And then once we got this big move down, I moved my stop loss up, and I actually just got stopped out here. So um, I ended up getting stopped around here. So, like I said, not the best trading for me. Just got to learn and get better for next time. But yeah, so this was the first trade. Pretty nice setup. It wasn't perfect by any means. You kind of had to hold. And then, like I said, there's news at 9, so probably also not the best time to trade is when there's news and stuff. So, um, but yeah, this was the play, and you would have gotten a nice trade here if you held and traded executed better than I did, I guess. So that was the first one. The next fair value gap came in at 908. It was a short call. So 908 short call is this one. What the heck? Here. There we go. This was the one. Yep, full close here. So then this was the first fair value gap. Did another one ping right after that? No. So this one, I mean, it didn't really buy back into it or anything, but we could have used it as an inversal fair value gap. Kind of hindsight. So we'll just move on to the next, because we get one at 911, which is the long fair value gap, which is this one. So this comes in. So yeah, so like I said, once this fair value gap comes in, you kind of just have to wait and see if it goes back into it or uses it as an inversal. Um, but while we're waiting for that, this green fair value gap came in. And yeah, so this should have been a long call right here. And to be honest, I also was in this play. I saw both of these. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. I think I actually had. I also had ads down here um, for this re-entry of the bullish fair value gap. Um, but I ended up just taking the inversal. What the heck? That's not what I wanted to click on. I wanted to click on this one. Here. So this is where I entered long, But then, for some reason, I just didn't listen to any of my rules, and I just basically closed the play at break even and wanted to go short for whatever reason, even though it's completely against my rules. It wasn't didn't make any sense. I think I was just thinking that we were going to take out these lows because we were so close. So I was expecting a continuation, like da 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 da, and then just push down. Um, but that just didn't happen, unfortunately. The real play should have been the inversal of this fair value gap. You take it long and target these highs. And to be honest, I don't even think these highs never got taken out. But you still would have gotten a nice little play off that. But yeah, like I said, not great trading for me today. So, but that's how you would have had to been able to use these fair value gaps is, wait for an entry on this long fair value gap. So we didn't get that, so then we get the inversal. And yeah, so that was those two. We got one at 10, exactly at 10, which is this one here. This one you would have been able to get an entry on right here on this candle. Oops, there we go. I can't draw. But you would have gotten an entry there, and then target highs. So it would have been a really small, tight play. I'm also on SPY right now, but it's all the same basically. So this would have been your entry there, or your exit is targeting these highs. So let's see where else we have. And then we only had one more for the day, which is at 11:12. So there wasn't very many pings today. We did stay within a really tight range. We stayed within like a 25-point range today, which is like nothing, honestly. But yeah. So what did I say? 11:12. Pinged there. So that means we're looking at here. So this one, I mean, this one's kind of tough to take. It's like during the lunch period. You maybe could have taken it short in this fair value gap and tried to target these lows. You probably would have got stopped out at break even. Or you use it as an inversal, and you would have actually been able to make a little bit of money then here. If you used it as an inversal on this close, enter on this candle here, and then ride it up as long as you can. But like I said, you would have had to hold this for over I think an hour and a half to be able to make any money from it. And you still we never took out these highs. So tough day of trading for me and in general. And just days of consolidation aren't super fun. And yeah, I mean, look at this price action. It's pretty horrendous. So hopefully we can get some more and better price action tomorrow. I'm hoping. Currently on my XFA, I'm down $1,000. Only have $2,000 left. So hopefully we get a green day in the next 2 days. Otherwise, your boy is gonna be starting over. But I don't think that'll be the case. I think we'll be able to turn it around here in the next 2 days. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this recap. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you guys made it this far. Still working on to get my first subscriber. So yeah, I'd appreciate it if you did that. But either way, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow.